Yeah, man. I mean, I first discovered you. I mean, I feel like I discovered you, but really, you've been you've been building fan base for a while now with young children doing what you do. But man, the first time I saw you, let me just share that with the audience in case they don't know who you are. I really think that you're like the next Anderson Silva. I really do. Just from watching you evolve, I saw your first fight at Lion Fight. I think it was like last year, I believe. And you had the crowd going crazy. You had so much support there. Everyone on press row was immediately like, "Who is this guy?" And you go in there and you put on one hell of a fight. Now, I was a little worried. I was like, all right, let's see how he does in his next fight. Man, you shut all the critics to sleep because you went in there with 2 minutes left in the first round. You had your opponent on his knees, and you were even saying, like, getting ready for that opponent, your last opponent, who was Morrow. Yeah, you were telling me that like he has a background in kickboxing, and that he's a little more experienced than the last fighter that he fought. And man, you went in there and you looked great. He had no answers for your rhythm. The second round that you went in there, you slowed things down, got comfortable, and you were able to keep composure throughout the fight and get the win via TKO. How did that win feel, man?
Man, that one was very, very exciting because, like I said, Destroyer, which is his name, he got that name for a reason. And I watched a few of his fights. He was definitely destroying a lot of his opponents. But as for me, I'm like in a charmeleon. I adapt to my environment. So, once I kind of figure out my opponent and find their rhythm, I try my best to, move to their beat, but be more explosive than they are. And I think that's what I did with Robert Moreau. And I noticed that he didn't have any clinch. So my coach said, beat him in the clinch with him and dump him. And that's what I did most of the fight. I kept on dumping him and getting him frustrated during the clinch.
Yeah, which is weird because he came from like a grappling gym.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, with just your reach, man, that's a huge advantage. And then your combos that you put together, like your leg kicks, just the way that like it all comes together during the fight, like all these hours of practicing, these repetitions, they come out during your fight, man. I mean, it's just beautiful watching you fight. And I'm really telling everyone that's listening right now, you need to check out Steve Walker now. What are you doing differently in this fight camp? Are you still with what's the gym that you're training with? Hard Knocks?
I'm training out of Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
I'm still with this fight camp. Only thing different is this fight camp, we're doing a lot more sprints, a lot more endurance work on the pads. Like, instead of us doing 10 kicks, we might be doing 20 kicks. 15 kicks all the way down to 1 with me and crew Bill. Due to the fact that the gentleman named Ross Fairtex, Oliveira, he's definitely a Muay Thai fighter. He's been in the game since 2011. I've been looking him up. And so far, I think his record is 10-3, 10 wins, 3 losses. He's also a champion in Thailand. So I know this is going to be definitely a bloodbath. I know he's coming with elbows and strong knees and strong kicks. My goal is to either break his legs or break his arms, which is with heavy kicks. So everything that I know, it has to be in bad intention because he's coming from another part of the world to make a statement. So I know this, I can keep my hands up. I know that most Thai fighters start off slow. With me being explosive, I'm going to have to,
set the
go
pace
in the first round, not blow my load, but definitely, let them feel my power in the first round so I can.
Are you still there, Steve? I think we lost Steve for a second. And I was about to say, I think he just cut out really quick, but it's so funny, like you hear him say, hey, so you're still there?
Yeah.
You cut out really quick.
So this fight I'm bringing was definitely like heavier punches and heavier kicks because Olivier Fairtex, he's definitely Italian. He's definitely a Muay Thai fighter. And I know his record is 10-3 right now, but he's been fighting a lot. And the only thing I'm going to bring different in this round is, I'm definitely going to be more explosive because I know most Thai guys, they start off slow in the beginning. Me being an American fighter, I tend to be more explosive. That's what I'm gonna do. Just first round to feel my power. I know we're gonna be trading tit for tat, but I want him to feel my power so I could discourage him so he could think otherwise.
Which we saw in your last fight and the fight before that. But one thing I love about, like, for everyone that, like, is tuning in right now, they might not have seen your fights. You sound so vicious, but at the end of every round, you're like hugging your opponent, like the cliche Muay Thai, respect.
Yes. A lot of people don't know that I'm a killer in the ring, but at the same time, I'm very, very respectful.
Let's talk about that, because you actually do you work for like an outreach program helping kids that are getting bullied.
Yes. So right now I used to work for Wheat Street Health Center as a youth mentor / youth violence outreach worker, where I go in communities, help at-risk youth find jobs and build resumes and do workshops on cyberbullying. Also educate them on have like healthy sexual workshop like on HIV and stuff like that. Let them educate them. But my sense is that just to give youth an outlet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that listen, there's somebody out there that cares about them. There's also somebody out there that once walked in the same shoe as them, and there is a different way. And most people always say, "Oh, you got to change your way," but nobody never shows somebody how to change. So I think I'm like that compass to help them change the way of the path that they chose.
Yeah,
so
for
I
kids.
also always take my kindness also inside the ring. Sometimes my friend like, "Yo, you too nice in the ring. That guy ain't your friend. He's trying to hurt you." But it's just that nature in me to be nice. You know what I mean? So after the bell, I might bow to a person, or I might give him a hug and stuff like that. It's just part of my nature.
Yeah, I mean, especially in Muay Thai, like I was just saying, like after the fight, before the fight, there's always respect. And there's been huge controversies before in the past for fighters that go in there and like tease their opponents and stuff like that. It's like kind of frowned upon. But as long as after the fight, you guys are cool. It's just like the Muay Thai thing. Now you're talking about the outreach program and children and being the compass for them, being a good role model, which I find is really important for kids growing up, because a lot of these kids are trying to find self-identity within themselves. And when you're in high school with popularity and stuff going around, it's easy to mold into fads and follow bad influences. And like I always say, I say this all the time. My mom would always say this growing up, like, if you hang around with dogs, you're bound to catch fleas.
Big
Yeah.
fact. And like I said, during high school, when teens are 15 and up, they still trying to, like you said, identify themselves. They still trying to find themselves and things like that. But I'll let a lot of youth know, listen, you are the new cool. You don't have to do what everybody else do. Because at the end of the day, you are who you are. I understand that you're going to have friends, and for some friends might do certain things that you're not doing, but it's all about your discipline, and it's all about, you got to stand for something. Because if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. And I try to build that in them to build a character. And most of the time, they're going to fall, but at the same time, you're going to learn from their mistakes in a positive way. So my goal right now is just to keep preaching that word to them and keep showing them different.
Well, like I was saying, at the beginning of when you came on the podcast a minute ago, I was saying, like, you caught my attention because you had so many people there to support you, and I realized a lot of those people were actually young children. So, like, you bring a bunch of those kids with you. Are they nervous on the way up? I mean, it's a fight. You're going in there, you're watching somebody that you look up to get punched in the face. It's always awesome when you win, but there's always that little fear, like, I don't want to see this person get hurt, period, So how are the kids going up there to watch you fight? Are they you explain to them what it is? It's not like, how do you go about this?
Yeah, I explain to them, let them know, like, listen, this is a sport. It's a fun sport. This sport, like, you really can't hold no grudges when you get punched in the face or kicked. It's all about, it's all about sometimes you getting your hands raised. It's a good thing, but most loss is not a loss. It's just a lesson learned. I tell them, like, each fight you learn something about yourself. You can learn about your cardio. You can learn about, okay, maybe I didn't check enough. So, like, in these certain fights, you're actually learning who you are as you get more experience. So they listen, they get excited. Sometimes, but oh man, it's fun watching you fight. I can't believe I really get to witness somebody that I know that's doing something professionally in real life. Usually, just see certain guys like this on TV, and then they be like, oh well, it never happened to me. Like I could never be famous. I could never meet a fighter. But me doing what I do not give them hope. Like, hey, listen, Steven's doing it. So this is not just a dream. This reality. This actually could come true as long as you put your heart and your mind into it.
And it was so refreshing. It's so refreshing to see how many people support you. I mean, you bring around like almost 100 people when you fight. The energy is just added. It's just a special feeling, like you were saying. It happens in movies and stuff like that, and to watch it cage side or ringside happening to somebody. I mean, that's why I reached out to you. I was like, who is this guy? And here we are a year later, and you're fighting for the championship title. Now, let's talk a little bit about that. Does that add a little more pressure to things, or not looking at it like that? Are you looking at like just another fight?
Well, it's both. It adds a little pressure onto it because due to the fact that I have a city that's on my back that's looking up to me.
Yeah.
And, like I said, I fight for a reason. I fight for a purpose. I fight for my family. I fight for, like I said, all the youth out there that do have, that's at risk. I let them know, like, listen, you could change. So these guys are looking up to me right now. And, I beat myself a lot. There's many times, I'm not going to lie, I can't sleep due to the fact that I think about my opponent all the time. I think about what he's doing. I think about, is he training? Is he training harder than me? Then I'm like, well, you know what? I got to train harder than him. Did he run today? You know what? I got to run today. So I put a lot of pressure on myself because this is something this is every fighter's dream. Fighting for the title is like being in school. You graduate. That's the diploma to say that, yes, I did it. Yes, I walk across the street and I got my diploma. So that's what championship title is to me. Is basically that diploma of saying you graduated. You on to the next level. So this means a lot to me. Like if I lose this fight, I'm gonna take it as a champion. And there's always next time. Go back to the drawing board and see what did I do wrong. Was I not active enough, or did I not throw enough combination? But if I do win this fight, I know that I gave this fight my all, and I know the reason why I won it is because of my hard work, my dedication, and my ambition that made me win this. Because, like I said, I became a professional for this moment, and I've been waiting on this moment, and I refuse to let anybody take this moment from me.
I love it. I absolutely love it, man. And honestly, like, is this the, I mean, growing up in Boston, I don't think many people understand what it's like here on the East Coast. I mean, it's pretty tough. It is a melting pot. But growing up, you're from Boston, Massachusetts. I've been up to Boston, Massachusetts. Actually, last time I actually got, not bullied, but I was at a show for a band. And, they're pretty rough up there. They're real rough up in Boston. I woke up in the parking lot because somebody punched me in the face in the middle of the mosh pit. And it's brutal up there, man. So you're saying, you got to represent Boston. I mean, Boston pride, man. So, that adds a little extra flavor to that belt as well. You're bringing it back home to Boston. And for anybody that hasn't seen you fight yet, I really do compare you to Anderson Silva. I mean, the energy that you have when you go in there, the combinations that you're so fluent with, the elbow, like, you're so creative as well. Like, if one thing isn't working, if you can't get the dab in, you're pounding with the elbow. It's just so fun to watch you fight, man.
Thank you. Like I said, I try my best to adapt to my opponent and, you use my weapons. I have my knees, my elbows, my jabs, my teeth, and my leg kicks. So if one weapon is not working, it's time to use your short weapons, which is the knees or the elbows, whenever you're in that range to use your short weapon. So, I try to be a thinker as I'm in the ring. At the same time, just go with the flow, because sometimes you don't want to overthink, because if you overthink, you might get stuck or you might get hit. But just be smooth and relax. It's all about being relaxed. And I understand that Boston is definitely a mean city,
yeah.
But at the same time, we do have a heart. Because growing up in Boston, they always say you had two choices: it's either play sports or be in the gang or live to see your life in the prison. But I found out that I don't have to play sports. I can actually do martial arts. Like I always say, my life, you know. And I tip my hat to Bill for that, because he gave me an opportunity, just as well as Scott Kane gave me an opportunity. And the way how I train in the gym, Bill sees that, like, listen, this guy is talented. Like, I give him my all, you know. Like, I sacrifice time for my kids to be in this gym. I have custody of all 4 of my children, and out of the whole 24 hours of the day, I give the gym at least 5 hours of my dedication. You know, I give, like, my whole blood, sweat, and tears, to the point where I even sometimes bring my kids in the gym with me just so I can stay in the gym longer. You know, there be times where we leave in the gym at 9:30, 10 o'clock from training, because, like I said, this I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about fighting. You know, I feel like this is my outlet. This is my calling. Everybody have a calling, but to me, I feel like this is my calling. Like, I feel like when I'm in that ring, it don't even feel like it's like I'm somebody else in there. And I feed off the crowd's energy. That's why when I win this title, I'm gonna let the audience know this is not my belt. This is our belt. You know, I fought for us. So you all in this audience are champions, just as well as I'm a champion. And I'm just gonna grab the belt from around my waist and put it up to the sky and do a full 360 like a circle, just going around, and all the audience see the belt, because they are the winners. You know what I mean? I'm fighting for them.
And hopefully we'll get to see Brian Miner raise your hands again. Right now, unfortunately, if you're listening to the podcast, you can't see what I have displayed here on the video cast. Before we end this interview, I want to make sure that everyone that's listening or watching goes and follows you on your Instagram page at Steve Walker 205. Let's get these follower numbers up. I posted on my Instagram for people to follow you. It seems like you have won a couple of belts before in the past. Before we end this interview, what are those 4 titles that you have?
So those 4 titles are 4 different weight classes. I fought at the WKA tournament. I'm at 225. I fought for No Boundary at 215. I fought for Combat Zone for 210 heavyweight. They all are heavyweight, but they're all in different classes. And I fought for Mighty Man at, I want to say, 205 also. Yeah, and I won all those titles. You know, like I said, I put in the work for them, and I feel like those titles gave me hope and let me know, like, listen, your goals are reachable, just as long as you got to put in the work. And you know, I'm a walking example for now. When April 21st come, it's all about, you know, me putting that work and showing the world who is Stephen Walker and what Stephen Walker could do.
I'm gonna start calling you Steve SILVA Walker. That's what I'm gonna start calling you. But line fight for your first pro super cruiserweight title. For tickets, all you gotta do is go to Lion Fight Promotions. I'll post that website link down below here, guys. Or Steve, can people reach out to you if they're in the Boston area to get tickets?
Yeah, so they can reach out to me. They can hit up my fan page, Stephen Walker, on Facebook, or they also could hit up my coach. His name is Bill Newcomb on Facebook. Or if you also want to follow me on another Instagram page, I have 2 Instagram pages. My next one is stop_sleeping. You can contact me with either Steve Walker 205 or stop_sleeping on Instagram.
And I'll also post that under here on the podcast for everybody, so they can just click it and it'll bring it right to the tickets, right to your page. Make it nice and simple for everybody. Steve, I know that you're about to be at the gym. You gave us your pretty much prediction that you see yourself getting your hand raised. We want to wish you best of skill for this upcoming fight. I'll be there ringside. I'll actually be doing camera work since Access TV isn't. I'll actually be Lion Fight actually hired me as staff for this one, so I'll still be having people go there for credentials to cover it, and I'll make sure they give you some extra attention because, like I said, I really want people to check out your fighting style. I think that you're going to be a huge star, especially over at Lion Fight Promotions. You have all these people like Joe Rogan watching, Brandon Schaub, like all these huge stars that have gone to this organization. Chris Cyborg has fought there. Jarena Bars, who beat Chris Cyborg. I mean, Lion Fight Promotion, Muay Thai in the United States.
Ross.
Yeah, man. I mean, and it's so close here on the East Coast for me, right in Connecticut, for Foxwoods Casino, guys. You do not want to miss it. Steve, thank you so much for joining me here. If you have any sponsors, any shout out, anything that you want to say to your opponent, the floor is all yours.
So first, I want to give a big shout out to my coach Bill Newcomb at Hard Knocks. Also to Jake. I want to give a shout out also to Prime Elite Management, and also Bobby Prime Meals and Ready. He has some awesome food also, so you should check him out. Also Bobby Prime Meals and Ready. Also, I want to give a shout out to my sponsor, my Therapy. I want to give a shout out to Wind Sounds, and also I just want to give a big shout out to Scott Zer and Scott Kent, just for giving me the platform to show my skills and just giving me that chance of letting the world know who I am. I really tip my hat to those two gentlemen.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you, Scott's here. When you were fighting, man, he was rolling off of his chair in excitement. I don't even think he was sitting in the chair, man. It was crazy. It was fun, man. So I'm looking forward to this upcoming fight and the energy that you bring to Lion Fight Promotion. I think you're a huge asset, and we wish you best of skill. Thank you for joining me, and have a great practice, and we wish you best of skill.
Thank you so much. You take care.
There you go, guys. Steve Walker. It's going down. Lion Fight 42 at Foxwoods Casino. You don't want to miss out. Guys, tomorrow we have the UFC Justin Gaethje versus Dustin the Diamond Poirier. If you are waiting for that breakdown, do not worry, because it is coming tonight. I have strep throat right now, but no worries. That is not going to be holding me back. Also, Bellator going down tonight. I mean, I take back what I said in 2016. I really feel like Bellator, they have themselves stuck in a real hard place with this whole broadcasting situation, not being able to watch, first on Spike or even online, let alone the tape delay. And like I was saying for Lion Fight, guys, I'm going to be doing commentary and also camera work for Lion Fight 42 coming up at Foxwoods Casino for CombatSportsNation.com, who Lion Fight actually reached out to Combat Sports Nation. I got a phone call this morning from that website, and they need some help. So they called your boy Evil Eddie, and I am really stoked about this. This is going to be a lot of fun. I will be at Foxwoods for the weigh-ins. I will be there. I'll be there Friday and Saturday. Usually it's on a Friday night. This time around, they're having it on Saturday night, which I actually prefer. So this is going to be fun. You do not want to miss it. I'll have all the live updates for you on Twitter at Evil_Echo. Follow me on Instagram at Pure Evil MMA, guys. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. You can find all the latest Pure Evil MMA content at mymmnews.com. Last but not least, white knuckles to the end, and behave yourselves.